This is Jordan Tower with JT. Just make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, a lot of stories are coming out now, okay? Camron talked about Mendices from Love and Hip Hop. She's with Yandy. Yandy used to manage Jim Jones. And, you know, they got into it over Love and Hip Hop, believe it or not. Okay, Chrissy got into it with Yandy. Jim Jones got some guys together and pressed Yandy outside of a room. Like, what? Like, you're getting involved in a girl beef? So then, of course, Mendices was dating Yandy, so he stepped in. And, you know, it turned into a thing where, you know, Jim Jones and Mendices were going back and forth, and eventually Jim Jones tucked his tail. And that was that, you know. Now, let's see. Hold on one sec. So anyways, that story happened. Now, Camron also talked about Maino and Lobby Boys. Now Maino and Jim Jones are Lobby Boys, right? And Maino had a song called Rumors that was out on DVDs back in the day. And it was big. He was dissing everybody, kind of like a took 50 cents type of way to get in the game. There's nothing wrong with that, and it worked. It did work. Maino back in the day was somebody that stood for something. He ran his area. People feared him because he had a guy named what was his name? 80? It was 80, right? 80 used to back him, and they're still cool today. And, you know, he had a crew, and they would put the beats down. Pause, okay? Like, the Maino, you didn't really want to mess with Maino, right? I had no problem with Maino back then. I still don't. I don't like what Maino's become today. But with age, things change, right? When he got on Love and Hip Hop, I think he got kind of soft. But back in the day, he used to slap people, everything, you know? And, you know, luckily he never went to jail or anything. But anyways, he mentioned Camron in this song, Rumors. And Jim Jones, Dipset was tight. If you diss somebody in Dipset, they all took offense to it. Jim Jones took offense to it. And Jim Jones was looking for problems back then. Okay? Jim Jones was looking for problems. So, he went after Maino. They had it back and forth, and eventually they became friends, right? But don't let Maino trying to pick up. So Maino is now Angela Yee's sidekick on Power 105, and I'm sure he gets a 6-figure check up there for sure. Okay, he's up there all the time. She pulled him in, and you know. He's not that interesting, but I respect Angela Yee. She could probably save Maino, to be honest with you. And that's good. Glad Maino has a job, right? So, what you got to remember is the whole reason the Camron and 50 Cent beef started was because 50 Cent was up on Angie Martinez's show on Hot 97 at the time. And he was talking down on Jim Jones, going to Koch. Koch, he was trying to say Koch is a graveyard for artists. You can't make it as a major, you go to Koch, and that's a graveyard for artists. Now the game is indie, but at that time, 50 Cent was, you know, flexing numbers and strength and everything. So he says, you know, Dipset and all them are over there, and you know, but you know, he let Prodigy go over there to do a solo deal. Anyways, Camron says he got paid by Alan Grunblatt to beef with 50 Cent over that. He said he got paid $100,000, or like 2 Benzes, 2 S500s, one for him and one for Big Joe, right? That's what Camron is. Camron is the type of dude back then. The radio would call him, and he'd say, what you up to, man? He's like, oh, I'm out in Switzerland, man, shopping for watches. You know, Cameron's talk game is immaculate, you know? So anyways, Camron beefed with 50 Cent over Jim Jones. So they all stuck up for each other as Dipset. And what did Jim Jones do? He backstabbed him. He couldn't understand, like, the whole radio thing was out there. It was obvious he was defending Jim Jones, right? But Jim Jones still chose to say, you know what? Nah, I'm going to roll with 50 on this one. Jim Jones is a snake. A snake in the grass, man. A snake, bro. Let's see. And that has to be driven home here. I don't care what you think. Oh, you don't like Jim Jones. I don't hate Jim. Why would I hate Jim Jones? I'm just saying the truth is the truth. He's a snake. He's a snake, man. So anyways, what's funny is Camron discredited him being from Harlem, right? What does Jim Jones put out today? He has a Harlem record out now, so he has to pretend he's still from Harlem, right? So he puts out this, wait, let me put it here. Hold on one sec. I'm going to put it on the screen. This is funny. He tries to act like, yo, tell me you from Harlem without saying you from Harlem. Like, show me you from Harlem. It's like, dude, you're from the Bronx, bro. This has been known forever. I think Hell Rell's the first one who talked about it. Let's see. There you go.
I need everybody from Harlem to tell me you from Harlem without telling me you from Harlem. You heard?
But you're from the Bronx, bro.
If this ain't a Harlem thing, like the first day of school, you heard? You know I'm Harlem. I lay that thing out. You heard? I got to see how that thing look.
Dude. This guy's corny, bro. Big Joe recently talked, I don't know what Envy said, but Big Joe talked out. Now, Big Joe was somebody who was down with Dipset. He managed, I think he was a road manager for 10 years. Made a lot of money.
Yo, DJ Envy, let me help you get your facts right. I was never Camron security. I managed Dipset from 2000 all the way to 2010 when I was released by Camron. Yeah, I took no shit. I would go out my way to fuck you up if you violated, because that meant you was fucking with my money source. I was making money from every member on Dipset but Jim Jones. So in my mind, getting that bag was worth protecting. Until 2010, the protection was over. I had nothing to do with nothing. Like I said, Cam had two huge bodyguards called the Twin Towers. And 90% of the time when Cam went out, he went out by his motherfucking self. He never ran around with a bunch of niggas. So let's get these facts right. I was there for the money and the business. It was never personal. I understood what was going on in the organization. I mind my motherfucking business like I'm motherfucking doing now. Shutting the fuck up and living my motherfucking life. Like the old motherfuckers once taught me. You are who you are. Fuck all the talk about it.
Yeah, Big Joe would go around and slap. I've seen Big Joe slap somebody before. Anyways. Let's get to the next story. All right, so we got Drake alleges in this case against UMG permitted creators such as Kai Cenat, Zayas, No Life Shack, RDC Game, and Cartier Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. His claims lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content. Oh, they're making a real case here. They didn't do that for Drake's content though. Drake's case highlights and then a man allegedly uses bare hands to dig a hole under Drake's security fence surrounding Drake's house. Yeah, I would hate to be living in that house because it's just a big target. Someone could live in that house without you knowing. You could come home and somebody's living in your house. On the other side of the house in a closet or something, you wouldn't even know. I guess Eminem had a bunch of records leak with 50 Cent and a bunch of other people on them. Dr. Dre. 5-year-old foreign can't spell demonic. Oh, man. Anyways, this is about it, man. I'll check you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And I'll check you in the morning. Peace.